So I guess medyo busy tayo ngayon, but I would be starting to discuss your Module 5. This is Work Study Part 2. So starting with your objectives. So supposedly I'm requesting for a live session, but I am very understanding naman with regards to your situations. Kasi sana i-elaborate ko. Kasi ito na yung heart of your method study. Okay? But then again, I understand your circumstances. Okay? So, looking back, so we have two ways to do direct work measurement. It's either you do it direct or indirect. Okay? In our case, we're done with discussing the work sampling. Okay? So, next, discussing the stopwatch time study methodology. Okay, so stopwatch time study, ito na yung heart of your work measurement. Okay, this is also known as the direct time study, in which direct and continuous observation of tasks using stopwatch or other timekeeping device is made. Okay, ito na yung process in which you actually time or we get the time of every activity in such a way na sa dulo we would be having a consolidated timing nung activities. Okay? Para hindi tayo estimate ng estimate, dapat inoorasan talaga. Okay? Yun yung concept ni time study. So while observing and recording the time, an appraisal of workers' performance level is made to obtain the normal time for the task. The data are then used to compute for the standard time of the task. Okay, so applicable siya for repetitive tasks. Kasi kung hindi siya repetitive, dapat kayo ay nag-word sampling. Okay, so time study equipment. Okay, so we have this as equipment. First off, the stopwatch and video cameras. Stopwatch can either be electronic or mechanical. When we say it's electronic, it's actually displaying yung electronic na itsura. Yung in digits na siya, like this one. Okay? And the mechanical, yung classic, okay, na talagang narinig mo yung tick-tock ng clock. Okay, so yun. So electronic and mechanical. For electronic, you can have standalone stopwatch or an electronic study board na nakakabit yung electronic sa study board itself. For the mechanical, you can have flyback na type and non-flyback na type o yung wala siyang split second. Tapos, ito yung pinaka-conventional, yung non-flyback na time. And then the split hand. Okay? O yung merong, ito, parang ganito. Okay? Dalawa yung kamay sa loob na pag pinress mo to, ito yung magsistick. Okay? Another press, ito naman yung magsistick and so on. Next is a study board. Okay? Study board naman, these are actually used for your recording, patungan. Okay, normal board lang naman siya kasi hindi kayo pwedeng mag-time study ng hawak nyo yung papel na walang pagpapatungan. Okay, on us, dahil madami-dami yung ina-analyze ng element, medyo meron kayong study board, okay, para doon yung ilalagay lahat ng detail. May patungan kayo at magiging maayos. It's either horizontal or vertical study board, it doesn't matter, it's okay. Okay? So, pag lang medyo madami yung data na kukunin ninyo, halimbawa hindi lang 10 samples. Normally kasi ang ideal for time study, makakuha ka ng 10 samples, it's good. Okay? Pero pag beyond 10 samples, medyo hindi na siya ideal. Okay? I mean, pag beyond 10 samples, mas okay. Okay? Pero pag mas less than 10 samples, yun yung hindi ideal. Okay? So parang nagiging baseline na lagi yung 10. Kasi the more samples, mas nagiging accurate yung data ninyo. Okay? So yan. So if madaming samples, you can use the horizontal type of board. But if in case you're settling for 10 observations and many activities, you can use the vertical type of board. Next is yung time study forms. Time study forms, medyo meron ako dito, pero I would be sending a separate file for the sample time study forms na ginagamit natin for time study. Okay? So, selection of job to be time studied. So, the job is in question is a new one, not previously carried out. Okay? So, tapos, a change in material or method of working has been made and a new time standard is required. Hindi makapili lang. Okay? So, dapat na-identify nyo na siya as, okay, kailangan na itong i-improve o kailangan nang pabilisin to. Okay, so yun. Tsaka nyo lang siya ita-time study, hindi yung matripan lang. Okay? Or dahil bago siya. Okay? Tapos, a complaint has been received. Okay? Kung nirereklamo pala na nagkakaroon ng error o mabagal yung process na yan, okay, kailangan nyo siyang i-time study. Okay? A particular operation appears to be the bottleneck. Okay? Kung na-identify nyo na ito yung bottleneck, pwedeng time study din ang sagot doon. Okay? Dahil bottleneck siya dahil siguro may madaming ways sa movement. Okay? So yun, in time study, you can actually visualize kung ano yung breakdown ng activities na nangyayari sa loob. Okay? So again, these are your considerations for selecting a job to be time study. Direct time study procedure. So first off, define and document the standard method kung mayroon na. Okay? So pakikuha ng standard method at paki-identify yung activities. Okay? Then next, divide the task into work elements. When we say work elements, pag sinabi mong elements, ito yung isang term na nagde-describe dun sa activities, set of activities. So halimbawa, ang element ko ay cooking. Okay, in cooking, kasama na dun yung paghahalo, kasama na dun yung pagtikim, okay, kunyari, mga ganun. Okay, element. Paki-define daw yung element ninyo based dun sa task. Okay, so next, steps 3 and 4 are performed simultaneously several times. So 3 times, time the work elements to obtain the observed time. 4, evaluate worker's pace relative to the standard performance to obtain the normal time. So next, apply the allowance factor. So kung sakali man na medyo madami kayong values for law observation, no, 10 yung ginawa ng observation, i-average niyo muna yon bago niyo siya i-multiply sa PR. Pero kung sakaling ang nangyari sa inyo ay kada observation or kada element ay meron kayong performance rating, okay, i-multiply niyo na siya, tapos i-average niyo siya bago niyo siya lagyan ng allowance factor. Okay, so which is time standard is equal to TN times 1 plus A of the personal fatigue design allowance. Okay. So, isa-isahin natin siya ng tama. Ayan. Isa-isahin natin siya. So, document the standard method. So, the standard method pertains to the one best method o ito yung kung sakaling mang wala pang standard operating procedure, alamin niyo muna kung ano yung tamang flow. Okay? Yung pinaka-best na flow bago nyo orasan. Bago kayo magsimulang mag-time study, pakilagay muna sa papel yung activity. Hindi pwedeng pupunta kayo sa linya, saka lang kayo maglilista ng activity, hindi pwedeng ganun. Okay? Kailangan may nakausap na kayong manager o nakausap niya na yung manual ninyo ng standard procedure na kausap. Okay? I mean, nakuha nyo na yung activities bago kayo sumalang at pumunta sa linya. Okay? Documentation should include all the steps of the method, special tools, gauges, equipment, and equipment settings, feed rates, machine na gagamitin, okay, workplace layout, irregular elements and their frequency, kung sakali man na mayroong irregular. Okay? Pero sana minimal. Okay? At ilalagay nyo po yun sa papel, nakalagay doon sa activity kung siya ay irregular. Okay? And you should guarantee that all items given above are standardized. Sinabi kong standardized, note lang, pag sinabi kong standardized, ibig sabihin, yan lagi yung process. Matapos yung unang cycle, susunod na cycle, yun uli yung gagawin. Hindi pa iba-iba ng action. Okay? So, yun yung sabihin ng document the standard method. So, this is an example of your form time study sheet. So, you can have here the date, medyo multiple page, kung madami-dami. Operation, anong tawag? Halimbawa, operation, department, part number, machine, analyst. Okay? So, ito ay gagawin nyo lang pagkatapos kayong mag-study. Okay, ito yung sinasabing work element. Pakilagay daw dito yung lahat ng work element, okay, at description ng kada work element. Baka kasi yung element nyo, madami na agad movements. Kaya, halimbawa, pick the pick the raw material. Kasama dun sa pick the raw material ang element, pero kasama dun sa description na getting the raw material from the warehouse and delivering it to the work area. Ayun, yun yung description. Okay, so yun. Frequency, ilang beses. And then tools and gauges, kung sakali lang na meron. Okay, so yun, ilalagay nyo yun siya. Okay. Ito yung medyo complete, semi-complete. Okay, ito kasi ay yung unang-unang form na gagamitin nyo para lang malaman nyo kung ano-ano yung elements. Okay. Tapos ilan yung frequency, ano yung regular, irregular, sketch ng workplace. Ito yung una. Okay. Tapos, isasalin nyo yan dito. Okay. So dito, element na lang ilalagay nyo. Okay. Element na lang, element name. Kasi yung further description niya, nandito na, nilagay niya na dito sa unang document. Okay, tapos kukunin nyo yung cycle times. Okay, o yung oras ng kada elements. Okay, so dito nakalagay yung observed time, performance rating, at saka normal time. Okay, tsaka ano siya, i-average, tapos observed time ulit, performance rating, normal time. Okay, so tsaka ano siya, i-average, tapos yung average niyan, ilalagay natin sum of regular, sum of irregular, tapos lalagyan natin ng allowance. Okay, tapos ito yung magiging formula for your standard time. Okay, so hindi natin sinasama yung mga irregular elements sa loob. Okay, kasi magkaiba nga sila ng scenario. Okay, so irregular nga siya, hindi siya regular na makikita. So yan, lalagay niyo lang kung halimbawa na-observe niyo siya during time and nag-time study, na-observe niyo siya, itataran niyo lang siya. Isa, dalawa, tatlo. Okay, tapos ilan yung nagiging elements. Why documentation is important? Para may basis kayo. Okay? Baka kasi yung minimation yung elements, hindi siya nagiging standard. Yung kayo mismo yung nag-study, pero mali agad. Okay? Iniiwasan natin na gano'n. Okay? Baka mamaya nagka-time study kayo, pero kayo hindi pala maalam. Okay? Yung standard element, hindi mo alam kung kailan magka-cut off. Inorasan mo. Kailan magsisimula ng oras? Hindi pare-pareha yung start. Okay? Hindi pwedeng gano'n. Kailangan isa yung start, isa yung finish. Okay? Iisa yung distinction ng activities, okay? Iisa yung ginamit na material, etc. Okay, so yan. Batch production, repeat orders after significant time lapse. Document, provide the worker with complete description of the task. For methods improvements by operator, an operator may discover a way to improve the process. Okay? Hindi yung baka mamaya ay dahil naka-document ka, pwede mong sabihin, hindi yan ganyan dati. Kasi na-document ko yan ito talaga yan. Okay? Pero baka mamaya, sabihin ng operator ay, hindi ganyan na talaga kami dati. Okay? Pero in reality, pag tinignan mo yung document, o tinignan mo yung unang inayos mong details, hindi yun ganun dati. Okay? Baka lusutan kayo ng operator. Okay? Kaya importante na nag-document kayo. For disputes about methods cases like operator complaints, that standard is too tight. Okay? At least meron kayong basis. Gumagamit ba talaga ng standard method? Baka kaya siya nahihirapan kasi hindi niya ginagamit yung standard method. Okay? Next. Another one is data for standard data system. So, good documentation is essential for developing the standard data system. Okay, so next step is divide the task into elements. So elements defined is a series of motions or activities that are grouped logically together. So guidelines, elements should be easily defined with definite beginnings and endings. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, hindi pwedeng paiba-iba kayo ng start ng oras, paiba-iba din ng end. Okay? So once established, they can be repeatedly recognized. So normally, ang tawag dito ay breakpoint. Okay, breakpoints must be decided by the work study officer when he divides the work cycle into elements. Normally recognizable siya. Halimbawa, kita na pag tinaas yung kamay, simula na yun ang unang element. Okay, mga ganon. So, kita sana. Para hindi kayo mahirapang mag-distinct pag nasa linya na kayo. All breakpoints can be recognized by sound or change of direction or of hand or arm. Elements should be as short as can be conveniently timed by trained observer but should not be less than 0.10 minutes or more than 0.50 minutes. Manual elements should be separated from machine elements for future use as synthetic data. Short elements should be next to long elements as well. Yan. So, reasons for breaking down the job elements. So, variations in speed, pace, and efforts which an operator works can be more accurately recorded kung meron kayong basis, kung meron kayong elements. Okay? The more clear-cut the item of work each is timed separately, the more readily can an appropriate fatigue allowance be arrived for incorporating with the element. To ensure the productive work is separated from the unproductive, to enable a detailed job specification to be produced. Next, pag-establish na kayo, may standard na, may element na, pwede na kayong umuras. Okay, so each element should be timed over several work cycles, minimum of 10 to obtain a reliable average. So we have two stopwatch timing methods. You can have the flyback or the snapback timing method, wherein the stopwatch is reset to 0 at each start of the work element. Medyo skillful dapat ang mga kamay nyo pag ganyan. Okay? So, ang scenario, kada element dapat nire-reset to 0. Kaya medyo, pag nakakita kayo ng conventional na nagta-time study, makikita nyo, medyo parang ang bilis nila, dalawa yung click na nangyayari sa kanila kasi ang ginagamit nila ay snapback o flyback. Ibig sabihin, nire-reset nila sa 0. Next naman, continuous timing method. Continuous timing method, stopwatch is allowed to run continuously throughout the duration of the cycle. Ito naman yung para hindi na ako magpipindot, kaya ang ginawa ko, titingnan ko na lang, but continuous ang nangyayari. Okay, continuous na nangyayari. Ang nangyayari, ilalagay ko kung kailan siya nangyari. Halimbawa, unang element natapos ng 124. 124 lalagay ko doon. Second element natapos ng 2.3. 2.3 lalagay ko doon. Para sa dulo, magma-minus-minus na lang ako. Okay? Or, pwede namang combination. Okay? Ito na yung ginagamit nowadays ng mga tao. Okay? Kung si snapback, kailangan i-return to 0. Si continuous, kailangan continuous lang yung oras, tapos i-jot down mo lang. Medyo dapat mabilis ang mata. Kung sa snapback, kailangan mabilis ang kamay. Sa continuous, dapat mabilis ang mata. Kasi titingnan mo yung oras, sabay dun sa element. Okay? So, yung pangatlong type is yung combination nila. Okay? So, pwede natin gamitin yung, di ba merong lap? Kahit sa cellphone nyo, di ba, stopwatch, merong lap. Okay? Pag pindot mo ng lap, nire-record na yung mini times o yung mini timings or mini elements. Okay? Pwede yun yung gamitin ninyo para hindi na kayo mahirapan mag-record ng isa-isa. Okay? So, at least hindi nahirap. Hindi na kagaya dati na yung nagta-time study ay nakababad talaga sa linya ng sobrang hirap. At talaga namang hindi makaihi, hindi makakain kasi kailangan bantayan yung area at kailangan nakatitig doon sa work area. Okay, so yun. Yun yung mga stopwatch timing methods. Advantage of each timing method. So, snapback, analyst can readily see how element times vary from cycle to cycle. Kasi kita mo na agad, 0 kasi yung basis, hindi mo na isa-subtract. Advantage ng continuous, elements cannot be omitted by mistake. So regular and irregular elements can be more easily distinguished. Manipulation and resetting of stopwatch is reduced. So, as a result, you would be getting the observe time. Okay? Observe time is galing doon sa nakuha yung data, inorasan yung data on average. Observe time yung makukuha nyo. Next is the performance rating. Performance rating naman, by the term performance, na-judge natin kung may mga workers kasi na mabilis, may workers na mabagal, okay? At nilalagyan natin yun ng corresponding na performance rating. Baka mamaya yung inorasan mo kasi siya yung medyo lousy na worker. Okay? O yung inorasan mo siya naman yung pinakamagaling na worker, kaya sanay na sanay siya. So 100 yung performance rating mo. Okay? So your PR can be in the range of 1, okay, 1, less than 1, at saka greater than 1. Okay? So, yan yung mga denotions niya. So, meron tayong TR methods na tinatawag. So, if your una, speed rating. Okay? Base sa bilis. Okay? So, pwedeng ang rating nyo for no activity ay 0. Pag very slow, 67. Kumbaga sa walking, 2 miles per hour. Okay. Kumbaga sa cards, gano'ng kabilis, 35 cards. Ang rating, ang description ay very slow. Pag steady, deliberate, 100. Pag brisk, business-like, yung typical na corporation na nagmamadali lagi, parang Makati levels, 133. Very fast, high degree of dexterity, 167. And upper limit for short period, 200 ang speed rating. Okay? So, next type of rating is the Westinghouse rating method. Okay, si Westinghouse, this is one of the oldest rating method that then term leveling was developed by Westinghouse Electric Corporation, considers 4 factors for evaluating the performance of the operator. These are skills, conditions, effort, and consistency. So, we have here the skills ratings. Halimbawa, pagka sobrang galing talaga, sabi kasi dito kay Westinghouse, 4 daw dapat ang consideration para sa performance ng operator. So, we have super skill, ito yung skills. Then, this is for efforts. So, plus 13. Okay? Pagka sobrang grabe yung effort. Pag hindi ma-effort, minus 17. Okay? Tapos, ito naman yung sa condition. Okay, plus 0.06. Plus negative 0.07. Tapos sa consistency naman. Okay, so yan daw dapat kay Westinghouse. So ipag-add-add o magma-minus nyo lang yan. Bali ba, 0.15 plus 0.13 plus 0.06 plus 0.04. Ayun yung magiging performance rating nyo. Plus 1 na lang yun. 1 plus kung ilan yung total ng Westinghouse system. Yun yung magiging Westinghouse rating nyo. Okay? Another rating method is the synthetic rating. Synthetic rating naman determines performance factor for representative effort elements of work cycle by comparing the actual element observed times to the developed through fundamental motion data. So ito yung formula niya. Performance is equal to fundamental motion time over the observed mean elemental time. Pero ito rare itong ginagamit kasi medyo technical yung ginagamit niya. Okay, so most of the time Westinghouse ang nakikita kong ginagamit. So as a result, you'll be getting the basic time. Okay, basic time or the normal time actually. Normal time is equal to your observed time times your performance rating. Again, some books refer to this as the basic time and some books refer to this as the normal time. Okay, but ako, sanay ako sa normal time. Pero yun nga, nakikita nyo sa ibang books ay basic time ang laman. Then, normal time is equal to observed time times the performance rating. O, ito yung, kumbaga, natanggal mo na yung factor na mabagal kasi siya. Okay? Ito yung oras, kumbaga, kung kanina, ang hawak mo ay 5 minutes. Okay? 5 minutes, medyo mabagal yung worker. Ang effectivity lang ay 0.95. Okay? So, mga 4 na lang yun, 4.6 minutes. Okay? So, yun lang talaga yung normal time. Okay? So, hindi, tataas pala siya. So, halimbawa ay magiging 7 minutes siya from 5 minutes. Okay? Dahil medyo mabagal. So, yun. Yun yung normal time. Next, apply allowances. So, a PFD allowance is added to the normal time to compute for the standard time. So, ito yung formula for your standard time. So, time standard is equal to time normal plus 1 plus allowance na PFD. So, ano yung allowances na pinag-uusapan natin? Personal time, fatigue, at saka delays. So, ano yung allowance na pinag-uusapan natin? So, merong recommended allowances si ILO. Ito yung consolidated. Okay. So, personal fatigue, okay, tapos variable allowances. Pero yung full niyan ay ito. Okay, so next. So, meron kayong personal tsaka basic fatigue, constant allowances, then variable fatigue, avoidable delays. Okay, kaya nga siya personal fatigue and delays allowances, PFD allowances. Okay, so constant allowances, special allowances. Itong constant allowances, ito yung allowances, constant nga siya, lagi siya. So, lagi ka nang may 9%. Constant, lagi kang may 9%. Variable, pagka lang merong certain situations na sila ay into. Tapos, kung may delay, special allowances siya. Kaya i-add nyo yan sa normal time. So, personal needs includes the cessations in work necessary, such as trips to drinking fountain and restroom. Okay, kaya nga, yung iba, di ba, mas gusto nila yung robot kasi hindi umiinom yung robot. Okay, hindi umiihi yung robot. Okay, so yun. Meron kasing automatic na 5% para dun sa allowance ng personal at saka ng, which is approximately 24 minutes in the 8 hours. Okay, basic fatigue allowance naman is a constant to account for energy expended to carry out the work to alleviate monotony. So, value of 4% is the constant for that, which 4% ng 8 hours ay 0.32. Mga 20 minutes. Okay. So these are the ILO recommended allowances. You have the constant allowances, personal allowance 5, basic fatigue allowance 4. Okay? For variable allowances, pag sinabing variable, pwedeng lagyan, pwedeng hindi. Okay? So halimbawa, nakatayo yung job lagi. So meron siyang plus 2. Okay? Halimbawa, abnormal yung posisyon, medyo slightly awkward, very awkward, nakahiga. Okay? Plus 7. So, 9 plus 2, 9, 10, 11, plus 7, 18. Okay? Gumagamit pa ng force. Okay? Nagbubuhat pa. Okay? Pag 5 lang naman, 0. So, 18 pa din. Okay naman yung ilaw. Okay? So, hindi na ako magladagdag. Atmospheric, hindi naman mainit. Tapos, in terms of work, hindi naman sobrang hirap ng work. Noise level, medyo maingay lang. Kunyari, may intermittent, very loud, 5. 18 plus 5 ay 22. Okay, monotony, kung iisa ba, mental strain, nakakapagod ba sa utak, tediousness. So, kung very hassle yung job, ganyan. So, lalagyan niya ng work, ng allowances. So, yan siya. Okay. So, your standard time would be equal to your normal time or your basic time plus the allowances. So, kung mapapansin nyo, pag nag-establish tayo ng standard time, na-consider na natin yung allowances. So, hindi na pwedeng, kumbaga, pag sinabi mong standard time, hindi na kailangan pang magsabi ng operator, hindi nyo naman na-consider na umihi kami. Okay, na umiihi kami. Naiihi pa din naman kami, tao pa din naman kami. In reality, na-consider namin yun. Kasi naglagay po kami ng allowances. Okay, which is yung personal fatigue at yung constant allowances kasama ngayon. Okay, so let's try this example. So we have here a direct time study was taken on manual work element using the snapback method. The regular cycle consisted of 3 elements, A, B, C. Element D is a regular element and performed every 5 cycles. So sabi daw, baka naman daw pwede natin kunin yung normal time. Okay, ano nga uli yung formula ng normal time? Okay, formula ng normal time. Okay. Formula ng normal time is equal to your observed time times your performance rating. Okay? So, kunin natin ngayon yung formula ng normal time. So, formula, yung ating total, okay, na normal time. So, sabi daw, meron akong 0.56 na oras na minutes sa A, 0.25 sa B, 0.5 sa C, or 1.1 sa D with performance ratings as shown na si D ay irregular pa na nangyayari lang every 5 cycles. So, kukunin natin siya. Okay, add natin siya. So, that would be 0.56 times 0.1. 0.1. Hindi, 1. 1 dapat. 1, 100. Okay, plus 0.25 times 0.8 plus 0.5 times 1.1. Miss, bakit 1.1 na lang? I-convert ko yung percentage, 1, 2. Kaya kanina, na-deceive ako. 1 lang to. Okay, 1.1 plus 1.1 times 1. Nga lang, ang problema ko, itong si D ay irregular element na nangyayari lang every 5 cycles. So, if in case meron kayong element na nangyayari lang every 5 cycles, so, pakiki-divide siya kung ilang cycles siya. Okay, bago nyo siya isama sa addition. So, that would be 0.56 times 1 plus 0.25 times 0.8 plus 0.5 times 1.1 plus 1.1 times 1.1 times 1 over 5. That's 1.53 minutes. 1.53 minutes. Okay, so this is your normal time. Okay, so imagine niyo kung i-add niya lang lahat yan, ilan yan kung normally i-add niya lang. 2.41 yan. Okay, kung sakali. 0.56, 0.25, 2.1 yan kung sakali. Okay, pero sa atin, dahil merong performance rating na tinatawag, minsan yung iba dyan, sobrang bilis, yung iba dyan, sobrang bagal, 80% lang yung rating. Okay, so ang ating normal time ay 1.53 lang. Okay, next, standard time tayo. Formula ng standard time. Okay, your standard time is actually equal to your normal time multiplied by 1 plus allowance of personal fatigue and delay. Okay? So, ang actual time ay 1.53. Okay? 1.53 times 1 plus allowance. May sinabi bang allowance? Oh, 0.15. Okay? 0.15. Okay? It would be 1.53 times 1 plus 0.15. That would be 76 na lang. 1.76 minutes. So, ito yung standard time ng activity na yun. Okay? So, again, this would be your time. So again, if in case po, halimbawa, sa atin kasi swerte tayo kasi average observed time na to. Okay? Pag hindi pa yan average, i-average na muna yan. Halimbawa, madami. Sample 1, sample 2, sample 3. Okay? I-average nyo yan bago mag-arrive dito sa mismong observed time for the element A. Okay? So again, ito yung standard time natin for this activity. Next is the machine cycle time. So, machine cycle time naman. So, if the work cycle includes machine-paced elements, then standard time may include a machine allowance applied to the machine time. Okay, so ito yung formula, time standard. So, normal time ng 1 plus A EFD plus maximum ng normal time worker internal elements plus ATFD or yung time ng machine, normal time ng machine plus 1 times A ng machine. Yung internal at external elements, by the way, ito yung halimbawa, pag sinabi external element, wala siyang kasabayan. Okay? So pag sinabi namang internal elements, ito yung meron siyang kasabayang, ginagawa siya simultaneously with the other activities. Okay? Internal elements na tinatawag din. Oops. Try natin in this problem kung mag-connect siya. Okay. And so, given. So, halimbawa, the snapback timing method was used to, in direct time study of tasks includes a machine cycle. Elements A, B, C, D are performed by the operator and element M is the machine semi-automatic cycle. Element B is an internal element performed simultaneously with element M. Okay, kaya internal element daw siya. Okay, element D is an irregular element performed every 15 cycles. So we have here the table. So medyo in-aligned lang siya. Pero ito yung A, ito yung B, ito yung C, ito yung D. Okay? Determine the normal time and the standard time for the cycle. Okay, so I would just be solving it here. Okay, sa taas na lang, medyo siksikan pa. Okay, so try natin siyang isolve. So una, the normal time. Sana magkasya. Okay, A, normal time. Okay, again, ang normal time nyo ay observed time times PR. Okay? So, kunin natin yung normal time. Okay, so normal time ng ating mga items, we have 0.22 times 1. Ayun nga lang, internal element si B. Okay, kaya dapat siya ay maximum na. Okay, so maximum ng plus. Maximum ng 0.65 times 0.8, okay, or 1.56. Okay. Tapos, plus, same pa din naman, 0.47, 1, tsaka 0.75, 1. Yun nga lang, 1. Yun nga lang, meron tayong irregular element, si B, na pinaperform every 15 cycles. So therefore, itong 0.75 ay i-divide natin sa 15 cycles. So check muna natin itong maximum na to. Solve natin to kung anong mas malaki. 0.65 times 0.8 ay 0.512. So, syempre, mas malaki yung 1.56. So, 1.56 yung isasama natin sa solution. Okay? So, that would be 0.22 plus 1.56 plus 0.47 plus 0.75 over 15, 0.05. So, which is equal sa 2.3. Okay, so that would be 2.3 minutes. Okay, this is your normal time. Okay, next. Solve naman natin yung standard time. Okay, saan ako susiksik? Okay, so standard time, try natin sumiksik dito. Dito naman siguro. Standard time. Okay. So standard time, ang formula ng standard time natin ay normal time times 1 plus allowance ng personal fatigue and delay. Okay? So, lagay na natin siya equals. So, kunin lang muna natin yung mga normal. Okay? Which is ito, at saka ito. Okay? So, kunin lang natin yung mga yan. Hindi ko kasi makuha ng yung 2.3 mga kapatid kasi meron tayong allowance na binigay for the machine which is 0.2. Okay? Which is later, ima-maximum pa natin. Okay? So, kunin ko muna yung mga normal na element. Okay? Which is yung tatlong array. Okay? So, I'll be getting 0.22 plus 1.56 plus mali. Not 1 point, ulitin ko. 0.22 plus 0.47 plus 0.05. Okay, these are your normal elements. Okay, multiply na natin siya sa 1 plus 0.15. Okay, so yan yung una. Okay, plus maximum ng point ilan yung meron dun? 0.512. Ayan. Maximum ng 0.512. Minsan nakuha yung 0.512. Normal time nung ito. Okay, yung normal time na galing dun sa man. Yung 0.65 times 0.65 times 0.8. Kasi ito yung sa big. Okay, so medyo ano yung pagkaka-PowerPoint natin. Okay, ayan. So, 0.65 times 0.8, yung maximum na normal time, times 1 plus 0.15. Oops, hindi pa close. Or, kaya magkalaban, yung sa machine. Okay, sa machine, meron tayong 1.56. Tapos may allowance siya na 0.2. 1 plus 0.2. Okay? So, ano daw yung mas malaki dyan sa dalawang yan? Okay? Multiply muna natin yung 0.512 sa 1.15. Ilan yun? This is 0.5888. Ito namang isang ito. 1.56 times 1.2. Ito ay 5.472. So, mas malaki to. Ay, hindi. Mas malaki to. Point lang to eh. Mas malaki to. Okay. 4 point. Ay, hindi. 1 kasi yun. Bakit 4? Sorry. 1.56. 1.872. Sorry. This is 1.872. So, mas malaki pa din siya kasi ito ay 0.5888. So, ibig sabihin, ang final nating formula ay 0.22 plus 0.47 plus 0.05 times 1.15 plus sinong nanalo? 1.872. Okay, so baka nalagyan niya natin siya ng allowance factor, no? Okay, so 1.56 times 1.2. Ang kabila, rechecking 0.512 times 1.15. 0.588. So, mas mataas talaga yung isa. Okay? So, solve natin 0.22 plus 0.47 plus 0.05 times 1.15 plus 1.872. That's 2.8. 7 to 3 minutes. Is this in minutes? Yeah, in minutes. Okay, so this is the standard. Okay? So again, pag lang merong internal elements na isinasabay sa machine, kinukuha natin yung maximum time. Okay? O yung oras na mas magdodominant kaysa dun sa isa. Okay? So again, that's how you would solve for the normal time and standard time for the cycles. Cycle to cycle time variation. So, nagkakaroon ng variations dahil sa halimbawa, variations in hand and body motions. Okay? Yung una, kaliwa yung ginamit. Yung sumunod, kanan. Okay? So, kaya nga it's very essential na standard dapat. Pati, standard yung elements mo, standard din yung movements na obserbahan. Okay? And then, variation and placement of parts and tools. Pwedeng minsan nandito nakalagay, hindi siya nakastandard. Minsan doon pa, minsan hahanapin pa. Okay? So, yun. Kaya nagkaka-vary ang inyong oras. Variations and quality of starting work units. Pwedeng may defect pala o di uulit na naman. Okay, so yun, kailangan may ayos din yun. Operator mistakes, so which is minsan resolved dahil hindi pa siya sanay sa process. And then timing errors by analyst. Ito yung hindi ka pala sanay mag-snapback pero pinilit mong mag-snapback. Okay, so yun mga ganon. Or naisulat mo na 0.3 pero ang nailagay, ang totoo pala 0.8. Okay, so yung mga ganun. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng cycle time variations. Another one, variations in worker pace. Okay, so baka mamaya mas mabilis yung isa kaysa isa. So, masisettle naman yan ng inyong performance rating. Okay. Direct time study, sample size determination. So, supposing naman, kailangan yung malaman ko ilan yung sasamplingan nyo. Diba sabi ko kanina, minimum of 10. Okay? Pero pwede rin naman na kayo yung mag-define kung ilan yung oobserbahan. Okay? Halimbawa ito, kailangan nyo makakuha ng average cycle time that is 95% certain that fall within the positive, negative 5% of the actual average of the cycle time. So, merong formula na ginagamit. Okay, so halimbawa ito, you have a mean of 3 and standard deviation of 1. So, pwede nyo gamitin tong formula na to. Okay, so para makuha nyo kung ilang observations yung ilalagay nyo. Okay, so dahil meron na kayong nilagay na mean, standard deviation, okay, hanapin nyo lang yung z value ng inyong, gusto nyo kasi 0.05, diba? Kaya naging 1.96. Tapos, nilagay dyan, ZS, standard deviation, tapos yung allowable or tolerable error, which is 0.05, at saka yung mean, okay, which is 3. So, yan yung 171. So, dapat yung 171 na yan, makuha ninyo. So, in 171 na observations, ang gagawin nyo. Hindi 171 na elements, ha? 171 na times yung obserbahan kada element. Okay? So, yan yung sample size determination. If in case gusto nyong maging sure at a certain level kung ilan yung magiging percentage error ng inyong time study. Okay? So again, that sample size determination. Some insights. Okay? So the statistical accuracy of time data increases with more observations. O kung gusto nyo, mag-compute talaga kayo nung formula kanina. Okay? Mas okay yun. Para sure kayo na accurate yung makukuha nyong details. Shorter work cycles allow more cycles to be timed. Then, trade-off, accuracy and precision versus cost. Kasi, pag dami ng samples, pagbabad mo sa linya, pag dami ng cost ng kumpanya, kasi babayaran ka, na yun lang yung ginagawa mo nagta-time. Okay, so yun, may trade-off talaga, normally. Okay, but yun nga, kung concern ka sa accuracy ng data mo, more samples, more fun. Or more samples, more reliable. Okay, so that ends the time study, the heart of your WSM supposedly. Okay, so for questions and clarifications, please feel free to reach me on your Microsoft Teams account. Thank you so much. My references. I hope to see you next time. I mean, if in case meron pa uling live session. Thank you so much and have a good day.